What's up, gamers? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be going over how to play Castle on Rainbow Six Siege. Before we go any further, links to all my socials in the description below, so make sure you go check those out. Now, Castle, in my opinion, is not one of the most high-profile, fun operators like Vigil, Jaeger, Valkyrie, something like that, but I do think he's very underrated and very strong. First off, we're going to quickly look at his loadout. He either has the UMP, which is arguably one of the worst guns in the game, except it has a little recoil. It does have a 1.5 scope. I just don't really like it that much. An angled grip, so you can scope really fast, you can see pretty far, and you have no recoil. Pretty good, except for the fire rate. And then for his secondary gun, he has the super shorty, which is really good for making rotates or for getting kills if somebody's really close and they're gonna swing you. You might not be able to out pre-fire them or out fire rate them with the UMP, so the super shorty is good for that. But what his gadget is, his primary gadget, are these castle barricades, which are bulletproof barricades. They can't be shot. They need to be meleeed 12 times to break them, or it's sledged, breaching charged. Basically use an explosive on them. And they're really strong for cutting off angles, but also can be very harmful to your team. So today we're going to be breaking down how to use castle properly and not hurt your team. Whenever I see a castle inside of ranked, I always get worried that they're going to just castle us into the objective and we're pretty much going to instantly lose the round. The reason for that is if you're roaming and you need to, let's say, rotate back through Shower Hall, and there's this castle barricade here, you can't get through this. You can't just punch it twice. You can't just shoot it open. You can't just walk through it. You have to make a really slow, really loud opening animation, and that just ends up giving away your flank or your rotation completely, and maybe somebody's this end of shower hallway watching towards small tower, and they hear you, they just know you're here. They can come back and easily shoot you while you're tearing down this, still in the tearing down animation. But what castle is really strong for, let's say that the site like this is dining and kitchen, and you want to hold off the the small tower push. You can castle this off like we had before, and now if you have a very common way to play this is you put rotates in shower, like with this rotate over there and then this one right here. You have somebody playing here, maybe with some footholes like so. This wall is reinforced and they can impact trick this when somebody tries to open up this wall. Some ADSs in here. You have a shield here with some ADSs, or am I playing this? Now they know they're completely safe from their back, which makes it really strong for anchoring. But if somebody tries to, like I said, rotate down wide stairs, it's more difficult. So your roamers need to know, okay, the ways we can drop back to site are through kitchen hatch, or through meeting, or through small tower, things like that. You just need to be more coordinated with your team and tell them where your castle barricades are set, and then hopefully they will understand how they can get back to site. In my opinion, castle has probably one of the best combinations of gadgets in the game. And the reason for that is paired with his castle barricades, he can bring either a bulletproof camo or proximity alarms. And basically I prefer proximity alarms, because basically what they do, you throw one, if anybody walks inside that radius, a beeping noise goes off. So this way you can even watch your flank outside of the castle barricades. Let's say, for example, you're trying to hold upstairs on kitchen. You can easily castle this off. You're protected from big window. Nobody can come through trophy or wide stairs without you hearing it. So you just need to focus on attic, which you can even castle off further and reinforce those walls, make it more difficult for them to even push that way. Paired with castle's barricades, if you get a call up, maybe somebody's playing shower hall like I said, they're meleeing this castle, or they're breaching charging this castle, something like that. You can easily peek through a hole, shoot them, or if somebody's maybe meleeing this window, you have a C4, maybe you're a mute or somebody, throw the C4, it lands on the barricade, you blow up the barricade with your C4, but it also kills the person meleeing it. You can get kills with castle's barricades if you pair them with explosives or runouts or angles. You can watch your flank with the proximity alarms or castle barricades, and overall he's just a really strong operator, and I think honestly underrated. What you want to stay away from is what I see a lot of people do, is they just castle all the doors to the objective. So what somebody would do is maybe castle barricade this door, and then this door. Now you either limit the way you can get out or get in only through shower and the hatch, or even if, let's say, you reinforce those walls for some reason and you reinforce the hatch, you're literally stuck inside of kitchen and there's nowhere you can go. A bad castle is probably the best thing for the attackers, to be honest, because if you cut off all the roamers rotates, you cut off all the rotates out of sight or into sight in general, and then the attackers don't even need to watch their flanks, number one. Number two, they don't even need to establish crossfires and watch rotates because the defenders can't go anywhere. And so, for example, let's take this example. If you have somebody on white stairs window right here, and you are trying to push a defender down main stairs, you don't need to have anybody watching this cross because there's nowhere they can go. Instead, you can have somebody inside of maybe meeting. Maybe you're doing a meeting take. You have somebody in meeting watch down Z, and as you clear upstairs, the defender has to funnel down main stairs or down white stairs. They either make a really loud breaking animation, so maybe if you have an attacker in small tower, they can get the kill, or they go down freezer. Pretty much you just cut off all the angles you need to watch because the castle barricade does it for you. So stay away from that. Like I said, you mainly want to use castle barricades for protecting your back, but still leaving ways to rotate back. It all depends how your defense is set up, because if you barricade off this double door and your whole defense is pretty much preventing showers push and preventing kids, and your main rotate is going to be dropping the hatch, then you can barricade this off just fine, no problems. But if your whole defense is kind of centered around roaming and rotating and roaming and dropping back and holding angles and then dropping back, castle is going to be difficult. You mainly are going to want to use them on windows to protect you covering back rather than on doors to cut off you coming back. But that's pretty much all I have to say about talking about castle. If you enjoyed, remember to like and subscribe. I stream pretty much every day, link in the description below. Link to all my socials in the description below. Thank you for watching, and peace out, gamers.